In today's video, my friends, we're taking a look at the Eufy S220. This is a tiny security camera that is powered by solar technology and just delivers an incredible result. We'll also compare it to the S330 and show you the benefits of linking with your Homebase. Don't forget to hit the red button to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up and click the notification bell to get my next video first. So thank you to Eufy for sponsoring this video. They've not asked me to say anything good or bad about this camera, and all of the thoughts expressed will be my own. Now, the first thing to say is that when this thing first arrived, I was absolutely gobsmacked how small it was. Although it's a little bit wider than the S330, it is far smaller, and I'll compare it side by side in just a second. It still has the solar panel on top, and it also has the same incredible build quality that, if you're used to Eufy products, that you will have become accustomed to. This thing looks really unassuming, but it looks incredible quality. Here it is up against the S330. You'll notice that the top one, the S220, is 2K resolution and the S330 is 4K resolution. But does that make too much of a difference? We'll show you the differences later. Now, I'm going to link mine with my Homebase, which is going to be quite straightforward, but you can actually use this camera as a standalone Wi-Fi camera. You don't need the Homebase for it. If you are using the Homebase, you just plug it in and then charge it and then follow the instructions on the app. It's super simple to do so. The process is very similar if you're connecting via Wi-Fi, but obviously you won't have the Homebase, and then everything will be controlled within the app. It takes about 5 minutes to install the camera in position using the included accessories. Two things you ought to know straight away: this is IP67 waterproof, so it will last pretty much in any weather conditions, and there's also no fees. You don't need to pay for a separate subscription to get the full use of this product. There are various options afterwards, but you don't need to pay. This camera is also just as incredibly smart as previous versions. You can set motion areas for your most vulnerable positions. And also, if you've got an area which gets a lot of heavy traffic which you don't want to constantly be getting alerts about, then you can put that outside of the zone. And all you need to do is simply draw the area that you want covered on the actual screen and then tick the tick button, and then it's already set. If you don't have the Homebase, then the camera will still detect humans. It will scan what the motion is and then identify it as being human. Now, this gets a little bit more clever if you have the Homebase, because it will do human recognition, and this is where it will learn the faces of your most regular visitors, so you can save them within the app. And so this here has identified Dad, and it will then give me on the app all the times it's seen Dad, and that can be the same for multiple people. And if you are linking your S220 up with your Homebase, you'll also get the added AI benefits of vehicle detection and also pet detection. The picture quality is also superb in pretty much any condition. Daylight, the 2K is fantastic. This is color night vision, which again is brilliant. And then this is infrared. And to give you an indication of how well that color night vision does, on the left there in the corner is the actual darkness, and then on the right is the picture that it's generating through color vision. Absolutely incredible. If you're wondering about how big the differences are in picture quality between the S330 being 4K and the S220 being 2K, well then this will help. Top right corner is the S220 and it's a nice bright image. There is more detail on the S330 and that's now at the bottom of the screen, and you can zoom in a little bit further. But the S220, as you can see when they're side by side, is still incredibly good quality. Now, the S220 is advertised with forever power or continuous power. It has an integrated solar panel to recharge it and a 6,500 mAh battery. But does this actually mean that you will get forever power and you won't have to constantly recharge? Well, the best thing that I can do is give you the stats for my S330, which has been installed since September 2022. It's never been recharged and it is reading today 100% battery, and as you can see, the last 30 days it dips down about 5% during the day and then recharges to that level. It's a bit less in winter. The S220 will also work with your Google Smart Assistant and also your Alexa compatible devices, and it looks really good on the screen. You can also have two-way communication, and this is what the speakers sound like.
So this is the speaker volume from the camera, and this is on the loudest setting.
Notifications are really simple to control. Go into the notification setting and you can choose between the most efficient, the full effect, and you can also include a thumbnail. You've also got multiple choices for different sound effects. And when the notification comes through, it can come through just simply on your phone or other device. So after all of that, you may be unsure which product to go for. So we'll go through a quick summary of what you get and what you don't get with the S220 Solar Cam. Now, it does have a smaller battery than the S330, but from my experience, they stay at pretty much 100% anyway, so I don't think that 6,500 mAh battery is going to be any problem at all. You get the human recognition, but you don't get the facial, pet or vehicle recognition, and the resolution is just 2K. There is no spotlight on the S220. However, from my test on night vision, I don't think that is necessary. If you had a big yard that you wanted to light up as a deterrent for someone, then maybe edge towards the S330. You get the excellent color and infrared night vision as we mentioned, and the camera, which is a big point, also works alone as a standalone camera. So you don't need to have anything else. You can have one and then you can keep on adding. But what I really like about the S220 is that you can combine it with the S330. So if, for instance, you think that you want to start off with this camera and then maybe progress to the S330 and then get a Homebase, well then it's the perfect way to expand your security setup. You don't need to spend all that money at once. And likewise, if you've already got the S330 Homebase, well then you can just add a couple of extra S220 solar cams, spend less money, and still get all of those smart functions, because the human, facial, pet and vehicle recognition is all done via the Homebase. So that obviously is a huge factor. So I think that this has a really good place in the market. It produces incredible results, and I think it's something which most of you should look at considering. That's it for this video, my friends. If you've got any questions at all, then do leave them in the comments and I'll do my very best to answer them.